So this is a visualization exercise, and I find that it's a very powerful, and yet it's very simple to do. And remember, repetition is the mother of all skill. So it's doing it. So creating a habit. If you do this, set the intention, you do this for 14 days, 68 days creates a new habit. But I would really, I suppose, strongly encourage that you do this twice a day for at least 2 weeks. And what it does is it's the most beautiful gift you can give yourself, because you are really taking responsibility for your own energy and your own space with your own unique ecosystem around you. And you're also, by doing that, you're actually becoming more of you. And when you do that, there's great freedom in that you can be better with making choices, with making decisions, and really tuning into what brings you joy. And also you're giving other people the best of you, because you're giving them all of you, and you're giving other people permission to do the same. So this is a very powerful tool, and it's called the permission rose. So I want to bring your awareness to a beautiful rose, and I suppose just to tune into the rose. You can have it any colour. And I think a rose is has a beautiful symbol. I think it symbolises love. It symbolises compassion. And it's such a beautiful flower. So this is what we're going to be using. It's called a permission rose. And basically what you're going to do is, in a few minutes, I'm going to share with you what to do. You can have your rose any colour. I have an array of colours here. But tune into whatever feels right for you. So there's a lovely orange, red, white. You can have a purple, whatever colour. And it can change from day to day. It can change from the morning time to the evening time. So tune in, whatever resonates with you is the right one for you. And what you want to imagine is that actually it's sitting. So even when we're talking now, so this rose is right between us, and it's spring loaded. So anyone you interact with today, any situation, any person, place or event, you're bringing a beautiful permission rose, which is sitting inside your aura, and it's spring loaded. And this rose gives you 100% seniority. So that means you are in charge of your space, okay? And then you have a choice of what energy to come in and what you allow into your space. So you're the senior partner in your energy and in your aura, and permission as well. So it's giving you permission to be 100% in your space, and the other person 100% permission to be in their space, because we all have our unique model of the world. We all have our own unique frequency and vibration, and it's really important that we discern what's ours and what's belonged to another person. And the more we do this, actually, we're giving more people freedom to truly be themselves. And what it does is that it sits spring loaded. So if I move really close to you, it's still in the middle of us. So this is actually, this rose is actually taking the other person's, it's a symbol to remind them that you are senior in your space, and also that it's giving them permission to do the same with themselves. And it's actually, it's a beautiful boundary. So it's there to symbolize that you have your space, and equally I have my space. And we all have our own model of the world. We all are entitled to that, and we're really entitled to be in our own space, to feel safe, to feel harmonious, and to be in our own world. So if you think about it, if you want a visualization, our aura is our own unique spacesuit in the world. And if you think about the Earth, or the planet we live in, planet Earth, it has an atmosphere as well. So this beautiful, if you've seen lovely pictures from the moon and from outer space of the Earth, there's this beautiful ozone layer and atmosphere that's around the Earth, and it protects it, if you think about it. So it keeps the wind, it keeps the air, it keeps everything contained inside our planet Earth. And that is what your aura is. And you really want to create, the more you do this, you're going to create a strong aura, and you're going to create a strong boundary, and you are going to be able to live more harmonious and be, I suppose, the positives of it is that you know what's your energy and what's not yours, and you can release what's yours. You can choose which story you live in. So rather than being, a lot of the time what can happen is if you meet somebody, it literally washes all over you. And it's very hard to have that space, that energetic space, to hold space for someone, and we can kind of get absorbed into the drama, into the story, and then that person moves away, and then we're still, replaying it in our head, or we're still in that energy and we've matched that person's energy, and it has affected, and actually we've given away our seniority because we have matched that energy, and effectively we have become that. And it's not that other person's fault, it's that we didn't have a clear boundary in place. And whatever they were resonating with, if we think about it like a string of a guitar or a piano, on some level we had that, frequency within us. So, I think about Oscar the Grinch in Sesame Street. So, you're having an amazing day, and next thing, Oscar the Grinch comes. And so you can think about that in an office, in your environment at home, anywhere, or even in traffic. And next thing, you meet Oscar the Grinch. And it basically washes all over you if you don't have your boundary, your seniority, or your permission rules. And it can basically put you in a bad mood. And it can, that person goes off, and then you're cranky, you're feeling, and you don't feel yourself. So that's a really good. An alarm bell is like, what happened there? God, I was feeling fine. I was feeling great. And next thing, that person, because I've met that person now, I don't feel quite like myself. And then you can get into being cranky and resentful. But the thing is, you didn't have your boundary in place. So this is where we can let all of that go. And we can give that person permission to be in their own energy, and us as well. And that we won't be washed over, or we won't be sucked into other people's life that really isn't. It isn't our story. It isn't our drama. It isn't our life. And when we're not sucked into it, we can really hold space for that person and be in a space of compassion and love and understanding. And we're much better beings because, sometimes a lot of us as empaths, we can avoid situations, we can avoid people, and we're not really living up to the life that we want to live because we're avoiding. So this is a great, if you think about it, it's like a spacesuit, and it's like our own protective ecosystem and atmosphere around us that we tune, that we set the frequency of, and we can fill it with whatever we want. And it's a beautiful, beautiful gift to ourselves, but actually it's a great gift to give the world. If you think about it even for a minute, if you imagine